You sleep in it every night. You fluff the pillows, straighten the sheets, maybe light a candle nearby to help unwind. But what if I told you your bed, the very place you count on to restore your body and mind, might actually be draining you? Not in a dramatic, haunted house kind of way, quietly, subtly. Like a gentle leak you don't notice until one day the floor is wet and you don't know where it came from. For many people, exhaustion, brain fog, low mood, even financial strain, they show up little by little. And despite good habits, healthy routines, and all the right intentions, something still feels off. You wake up tired. You work hard, but money slips through your fingers. You try to relax, but tension lingers in the background. Sometimes the problem isn't what you're doing during the day. It's what's happening or not happening while you sleep. Here's the truth most people overlook. Your bed isn't just a piece of furniture. It's your personal energy hub, a storage bank for rest, clarity, and yes, even prosperity. But just like a bank, it only works if it's positioned to protect what matters. And sadly, many beds are placed in ways that quietly disrupt the body's ability to recharge and the home's ability to hold onto positive energy. This isn't about superstition. It's about subtle signals, light, space, pressure, and flow, and how your nervous system responds to them night after night. When your sleep space is set up wrong, your mind never fully settles, your body never fully heals, and your life begins to reflect that invisible unrest. Today, I'm going to show you 5 simple things to look for and how to fix them. These aren't expensive changes, but they can help you sleep deeper, feel stronger, and let your home finally support the life you're working so hard to build. Part 1: 5 bed mistakes that silently steal sleep, energy, and money. Mistake 1: a beam above your bed like sleeping under pressure. You may not notice it during the day. The ceiling looks clean, the structure solid, and your bed feels cozy enough. But when night falls and everything quiets down, your body listens more closely. And if there's a beam running directly above your bed, especially over your head or chest, your nervous system may be quietly bracing itself all night long, and you might not even realize it. Most people don't think about beams. They are architectural. They belong to the bones of the house, not the mood of a room. But your body sees it differently. While you sleep, your senses don't fully turn off. There's a part of your brain, ancient, instinctive, that continues scanning for safety. It's the same part that once protected us from falling rocks, predators, or anything looming above while we rested. So when there's something heavy above you, even something as ordinary as a wooden beam, your body reads it as a threat. Not loud or obvious, but constant, quiet, heavy. That sense of subtle threat creates tension. You might sleep 7 or 8 hours, but you wake up stiff. Your shoulders ache, your neck feels tight, and there's a kind of pressure you can't name. Maybe you chalk it up to your mattress or your age, or just another bad night. But when this happens night after night, your body never truly resets. You start the day already behind, already depleted. And here's where it gets deeper. This tension doesn't just affect your muscles, it trickles into your thoughts. You wake up with low-level anxiety. You feel rushed for no reason. You're more irritable, less focused, and strangely less confident. Over time, this persistent drain shapes your mood, your decisions, and even your financial flow. Because when you're constantly in recovery mode, it's hard to create, to lead, to act with clarity. You're managing, not moving forward. Now picture this. You're lying beneath a structure designed to carry weight. It does its job, it holds the ceiling. But as you lie there, that very function becomes emotional weight too. It presses down, not just structurally, but energetically. It creates a sense of being held down, of not being able to rise, to breathe fully, to feel safe in your own space. That's not just bad design. It's a silent agreement your body has to make every night. I'll rest here, but I won't let go. This is what makes it so tricky. Most people adapt. They think, I guess this is just what sleep feels like now. Or it's just part of getting older. But sleep should be healing, restorative, protective. If you're not waking up feeling replenished, your space is not doing its job. And no piece of architecture, no design feature is worth your energy slowly slipping away. So what can you do? If you're renting or if your bed can't be easily moved, don't worry. You don't need to remodel your home. What you do need is a visual and energetic buffer, something to break the direct line between you and the beam. A simple canopy bed, a soft sheer curtain suspended above, or even a piece of fabric in soothing tones that runs across the ceiling can shift the energy completely. You're telling your body, you're protected now, you're allowed to rest. Lighting helps too. If you have harsh overhead lights, especially directly above your bed, try turning them off at night. Use soft, warm lights from the sides instead, lamps, wall sconces, or even candles safely placed. These side glows mimic sunrise and sunset, calming your nervous system and reducing the harsh, push-down feeling from above. In some homes, beams are wide and dark, drawing the eye, commanding presence. But your bed doesn't need to sleep under that command. With a few adjustments, you can reclaim the space. And more importantly, you can reclaim the way your body feels when it enters that space. It stops being a place of quiet defense and becomes a place of true restoration. And if you've been living under a beam for years, be kind to yourself. This isn't about blaming your past choices. It's about recognizing patterns that no longer serve you. You're allowed to change things, even small things, to feel better. And often those changes ripple out. When you start sleeping deeper, you think more clearly. You trust your instincts again. You see opportunities you missed when you were just too tired to care. Sometimes the difference between struggle and flow is not a mindset or a strategy. It's a beam above your bed you didn't even realize was pressing down. But once you see it, you can change it. And once you change it, the shift is quiet but unmistakable. You feel it the next morning in your breath, in the way your shoulders don't carry as much weight, in the way you get up, not rushed, not foggy, but with a calm readiness. That's not magic. That's your body finally feeling safe enough to rest. And that one small shift is where wealth begins, because energy, health, and prosperity don't begin with effort. They begin with recovery. And recovery begins in a space that holds you, but never holds you down. Mistake 2. Your bed faces the front door, wealth walks right out. You may have never thought about this. Most people don't. But if your bed is directly in line with your home's front door, even if it's down a hallway, even if there's some distance, your energy might be slipping away the same way guests leave. Through the front door, without resistance, without warning. Here's why this matters. Your bed is meant to be the most private, protected space in your home. It's where you lay your head, release the day, and let your nervous system finally shut down. But when it faces the front door, the literal mouth of energy, the place where outside energy rushes in, you're lying directly in the path of movement. And your body, whether you notice it or not, never fully feels safe. Think of it like this. Imagine lying on the floor of a train station, facing the entrance. People pass by, wind gusts in with every open door. Footsteps echo, and you're expected to relax. It's the same energetic principle. The body senses exposure. It becomes hyper-aware. It tenses up just slightly, just enough to never truly release. You might fall asleep, sure, but you don't drop into real rest. And over time, this kind of shallow recovery erodes everything: mood, immunity, even your ability to make clear decisions. Now let's talk about money. Not in a magical sense, but in an energetic one. Because when your body feels exposed, it instinctively shifts into protection mode. And protection mode is where creativity dies. You hold back. You spend from fear, not trust. You miss chances because your system is too busy scanning for safety. Even when good things enter your life, they don't stay long because your energy isn't settled enough to hold them. There's also a more subtle effect, the loss of privacy. When your bed faces the front door, even with closed doors or curtains, it often feels like your personal energy is on display, like you're not tucked away, but instead waiting to be interrupted. And interruption over time becomes a way of life. You feel more reactive, more easily thrown off track, more dependent on external validation. That's not rest, that's performance, and no one can live that way for long without paying a cost. For some, this layout might seem innocent. My bed's been like that for years and I sleep fine. But check your mornings. Do you feel grounded, focused? Are you clear about your direction? or always slightly anxious, slightly scattered, as if something's pulling your attention just beyond your front door. And if you've ever felt like money shows up but disappears quickly, like you make progress but something always resets you, this might be part of the reason. When your resting space is aligned with your entry point, it becomes a two-way path. Energy enters, but it also exits just as fast. Your wealth isn't leaking because you're irresponsible. It's leaking because your space is set up to let it go. So what do? Start small. You don't have to remodel your home. You don't even need to move your bed. Although if you can, shifting it to a position that's out of direct line from the door is ideal. But if moving isn't an option, create a buffer. A physical and energetic pause between the front door and your bed. That might be a tall plant, a folding screen, a lightweight curtain, or a cabinet that subtly disrupts the direct flow. You're not blocking energy, you're guiding it, softening it, helping it settle. You can also use lighting to shift the focus. Bright entry lights should be dimmed at night, while soft side lamps or warm glows near your bed tell the body. This is the zone of rest, not movement. You're no longer in the flow of visitors and noise. You're in a space designed for you, not for the world outside. And one more thing, intention. The way you speak about your space matters. If you believe your bed is vulnerable, it will be. But if you remind yourself, even quietly, this space protects me, this room holds me, your body begins to listen, your nervous system shifts, and over time your energy stops running and begins returning. Because the truth is, no amount of hard work can make up for an environment that's constantly draining you. Your energy is your currency, and sleep is where you refill. But if your bedroom is designed like a hallway instead of a sanctuary, you're spending energy faster than you're earning it. And your life starts to reflect that imbalance, not just in your wallet, but in your relationships, your choices, your sense of peace. So tonight, before you go to bed, take one quiet moment to stand at your doorway and look. Trace the line between your front door and your pillow. Ask yourself, is this path feeding me or draining me? That single question might be the beginning of a very different kind of rest. The kind where you're not just closing your eyes, but where your body finally believes it's safe to stay. Where wealth doesn't just arrive, it lingers. And where energy, for once, stops walking out the same door it came in. Mistake 3. Energy moves below you, but you never see it. You can't see it. You can't touch it. But every night it moves beneath you quietly, constantly, without pause. And while you sleep above it, it slowly pulls at your energy, your clarity, your stability. Until one day you wake up and realize you're tired for no reason, unmotivated for no reason, lost for no visible reason. What's under your bed matters more than most people think. Not just clutter, not just storage, but the energy flowing beneath your home. For many, especially in older houses or certain areas, there are natural underground water veins, subtle streams that shift the vibration of the space above them. And if your bed happens to sit directly over one, your body may be in quiet conflict every single night. It sounds strange, but think about it this way. Your body is mostly water, and water responds to movement. When you're sleeping above a current, even when you can't see, your internal rhythm begins to mirror that unrest. You toss, you turn, you dream in loops, and in the morning, instead of waking up restored, you wake up heavy, as if you ran a marathon in your mind but never left the bed. It's not the kind of exhaustion a vacation fixes. It's deeper. It lives in your bones. It affects your mood, your decisions, even your memory. You forget small things. You lose track of time. You drift not just at night, but in life. And the worst part is you can't explain it. You eat well. You stay active. You meditate, but something feels off. That's the signature of energetic imbalance, when your external environment disrupts your internal world, subtly, persistently, invisibly. And the floor beneath you, the space below your bed, might be the very place it begins. You may also notice another pattern. Your money feels unstable. You earn but don't grow. You attract but don't hold. Financial wins feel fleeting. That's because prosperity, like sleep, needs stillness to take root. And if the energy beneath you is always moving, your foundation is never fully secure. But here's the good news. You don't need to dig up your floor or map underground currents. The body already knows. If you consistently feel drained in one spot but better in another, trust that. Your nervous system is your compass. If moving your bed is possible, try a different corner of the room. Even a slight shift can make a dramatic difference. But if movement isn't an option, use grounding tools. Thick rugs made of natural fibers, solid wood boards beneath the bed, materials that absorb vibration and offer stability. These aren't decorations, they are anchors. You can also create energetic insulation with intention. Try placing a bowl of salt beneath your bed, near the center or at the head. Salt has long been used to absorb energetic noise, to calm space down. You don't have to believe in rituals, just believe in patterns. If something feels better after you do it, that's all the evidence you need. And then clear what's underneath. Even if it's not messy, even if it's neat storage, ask yourself, what kind of energy do these items carry? Old paperwork, forgotten gifts, broken electronics, these aren't neutral, they hold stories. And when you sleep above stories you've outgrown, you anchor yourself to a past that no longer fits. So let that space breathe. Let energy move cleanly beneath you, or better yet, let it rest. Your bed is not just a surface, it's a container, and what it rests on determines what you rise with. Some people will ignore this. They'll say, that's too abstract for me. And that's okay. But others, the ones who have been exhausted for too long without cause, the ones who have done everything right and still feel off, they'll hear this and feel something click. That gentle, wordless knowing, this might be what I've been missing. Because in the end, we all need somewhere steady to rest, not just physically, but energetically. Not just a place to sleep, but a place to return to ourselves. And if the ground beneath you is swirling, no wonder you can't hold your balance. So tonight, pay attention to what's beneath you, not just your mattress, but the floor, the space below, the unseen forces you've never questioned. It may be the one thing that's been quietly pulling you away from the life you've been trying to build. And once you steady that, everything else starts to settle too. Sleep, focus, finances. You, not because of magic, but because the energy finally has somewhere to land and stay. Mistake 4, clutter under the bed, breathing over old emotions. Plus, you clean your sheets, you fluff the pillows, you might even light a candle or spray lavender on the pillow before bed. But under the bed, that's where most people never look. And what sits there, forgotten and unseen, could be quietly changing the way you sleep, the way you think, the way energy moves through your life. Because the space under your bed isn't just for storage. It's not just out of sight, out of mind. In many ways, it's an energetic lung, a place where your bedroom breathes. It's where energy is meant to circulate gently around you while you sleep, flowing through and around your body like a soft current. But when that space is blocked, crammed with old boxes, tangled wires, suitcases, tax files, or items tied to emotional memories, the flow stops. And you don't breathe restfully above it. You breathe over congestion, over history, over weight. You may not feel it immediately, but over time it shows up. You wake up groggy, you forget things, you feel stuck, foggy, heavy, even if your room looks clean on the surface. That's the thing about clutter, it doesn't just fill space, it reflects state of mind. A bed surrounded by stagnant energy becomes a place where decisions feel harder, rest feels incomplete, and abundance slips away before it can take hold. There's also an emotional layer here. Many of the things we hide under the bed are objects we're not ready to face. Old journals, boxes from past relationships, broken electronics, baby clothes from years ago, photos that still sting, they carry memory. And memory holds emotion. When those objects sit directly beneath you night after night, their energy doesn't stay quiet. Your body absorbs it, not always consciously, but deeply. You lie above the weight of what hasn't been released, and that weight starts to shape your sleep. Your dreams, your thoughts, even the way you carry yourself through the day. You might find yourself more reactive, less patient, struggling to finish things, feeling like your life is paused even if everything looks fine. That's what emotional clutter does. It ties you to timelines that are no longer yours, and sleep, real sleep, can't happen on a foundation like that. And if you're wondering why finances keep slipping, why motivation feels low, why clarity feels out of reach, look down. Not metaphorically, physically, look under your bed, because what's under you is often what's holding you back. Not out of malice, but because you haven't given yourself permission to clear it. Here's the truth: your rest is sacred, and so is the space that supports it. What lives under your bed should feel light, intentional, peaceful, not forgotten or heavy or haunting. That space should lift you, not weigh you down. So what can you do? Start with honesty. Pull everything out. Touch each item. Ask, does this carry peace or tension? Does it reflect the life I want or the one I'm no longer living? If it's emotionally charged, broken, outdated, or simply unnecessary, it doesn't belong beneath you. It belongs out of your energy field so you can sleep without echoes. If you absolutely need to use the space under your bed for storage, be mindful. Use soft, breathable containers. Store items that are light, both physically and emotionally. Extra blankets, seasonal clothes, things you love, not things you've avoided. And keep the energy open, as if your bed needs to breathe just as much as you do. Because it does. You don't need a new mattress. You don't need fancy sheets or the latest sleep supplements. Sometimes the deepest change comes from the simplest shift, clearing what you've been willing to lie over but not deal with. And when that shift happens, something beautiful unfolds. You wake up lighter, not just in body, but in heart. Your mind feels clearer. Your choices feel easier. And life begins to move again, like breath returning to lungs that forgot what fullness felt like. So tonight, before bed, take a quiet moment. Sit on the edge, place your feet on the ground. Breathe and ask yourself, what am I sleeping over? What haven't I let go of, and is it time? Because rest isn't just about closing your eyes. It's about what your energy lies on, what it soaks in, what it calls home. And you deserve a home that no longer holds you in the past. You deserve to breathe fully, even in your sleep, especially there. Mistake 5. A bed against the kitchen or bathroom wall, fire and water disrupting peace. Your bedroom should be a retreat, a place where the body remembers how to be still, where the mind finally softens after the noise of the day. But when your bed shares a wall with the kitchen or bathroom, even if that wall feels solid, your peace may be quietly unraveling from the inside out. We don't often think of walls as living things, but in a home, every wall carries its own energy, and some walls by nature are in constant motion. Behind the kitchen wall, there's heat, fire energy, appliances humming, oil popping, people rushing in and out. Behind the bathroom wall, there's water, running pipes, steam, drainage, moisture collecting in silence. These aren't just background elements. They affect the nervous system, the sleep cycle, the emotional state of the person lying just inches away. If your bed is pressed against one of those walls, you may have felt it without realizing. Trouble falling asleep, waking up at odd hours, vivid dreams, a mind that won't settle, or maybe you've noticed it in subtler ways: irritability, digestion issues, tension with your partner, a sense of not being fully rested even after a full night's sleep. These things aren't random. They are signals, and sometimes they're signals from the wall behind your head. Think of it like lying next to a whisper you can't quite hear. It's always there, never loud enough to name, but constant enough to disturb. That's what fire and water energy do. They agitate, they move, they churn. And when your bed is caught in that energy field, it can't offer the restoration it was meant for. There's also an emotional pattern that often shows up here: restlessness. A sense of being easily overwhelmed. You try to be patient but feel drained. You try to be calm but react quickly. You love your space but don't feel fully grounded in it. And if you share that bed with someone else, that energy amplifies. Conversations become shorter. Arguments come faster. Connection feels more distant, not because you don't care, but because your environment is subtly pushing your systems into overdrive. The good news is, you can shift this. You don't have to move out. You don't even have to move the bed, though if you can, creating distance from a kitchen or bathroom wall is ideal. But if space doesn't allow it, create a barrier that both visually and energetically separates your rest from the activity behind it. A padded headboard, a tall bookshelf, a wood panel, even a thick grounding tapestry or layer of sound-dampening material. These aren't just decorations, they are energetic buffers. And don't forget sound. What we hear in our sleep affects our rest more than we realize. Invest in soft insulation if the wall allows. Use white noise machines or calming music to replace disruptive sound with intentional peace. Let your bedroom become the quietest space in the house, not just physically, but energetically. Lighting matters too. Harsh overheads, light from the bathroom leaking in, or even appliances glowing from the kitchen can all send subtle wake-up signals to your body. Use warm, low lighting. Let your nervous system know this is a space of softness now. And finally, return to intention. Your bed is more than furniture. It's where you begin again each night, where your dreams rise, where your body repairs. If the wall behind it holds activity, fire, or moisture, then let your side of it hold balance. Calm, earth energy, something that anchors. Place something meaningful there, not expensive, but intentional. A plant. A framed quote that grounds you. A small bowl of salt to absorb tension. You're not just decorating. You're restoring balance in a space that's been quietly lopsided. Because sleep is sacred. And for many, the reason it doesn't heal like it used to isn't about age or schedule. It's about what's moving just beyond the wall. So tonight, sit on your bed and listen. Not with your ears, but with your body. Do you feel settled? Do you feel held, or is something humming behind you that never truly lets you rest? When you fix that, when you create even a few inches of energetic distance, your sleep changes, your mood changes, your mornings soften, and the person who wakes up in that bed begins to feel returned. To themselves, to safety, to stillness. And from stillness, everything grows, peace, clarity, even wealth. Because when your sleep is no longer disturbed by fire or flooded by water, your energy returns, not in pieces, but whole. And that's what you've needed all along. Part 2, how to turn your bed into a magnet for luck, sleep, and calm. Method 1. Hearts under the bed energy lies where intention lives. Sometimes the smallest shift carries the most weight. A gesture so simple it could be mistaken for decoration. But when done with real care, it becomes a message, quiet but powerful, sent straight into the energy of your space. That's what this method is, not a ritual. Not a superstition, but a way of anchoring your space with meaning and giving your body something it's long been craving, a sense of being held by intention. Here's how it works. You create 9 heart shapes. They can be cut from paper, drawn by hand, printed anything soft and human. On 3, write the word health. On another 3, write wealth. And on the final 3, write happiness. These aren't just words, they are frequencies. They're the language of your deepest needs, and when written with care, they become invitations. Place these 9 hearts in a small envelope or a clean plastic sleeve, something light, breathable. Then gently slide them under your bed right beneath the center. That's the energy core of your rest. The place your body returns to every night. The place your mind drifts when the world falls away. When you sleep above those words, above those wishes, something changes. Not instantly, not loudly, but steadily, like a gentle compass reorienting your system toward what you truly need. People have reported deeper sleep, less anxiety, a strange, unexpected sense of safety. Some say their dreams feel warmer. Some say they wake up with more clarity. But the point isn't the magic. The point is they remembered to ask for what they want and to plant it somewhere sacred. Because when you lie down each night, you're not just resting a body. You're resting a life, and that life is shaped, in part by what surrounds you and even more deeply by what lies beneath you. This method works because it's quiet, because it's yours. It doesn't rely on luck or belief or background. It simply asks, what if your bed could listen? What if it could hold not just your weight, but your hopes? And it can. So tonight, if you feel called, write those words slowly. Feel them as you write them. Don't rush. Don't overthink. Just remember, your bed is where energy gathers. And what you place there with love, with trust, doesn't just sit. It roots, it resonates. Because intention, when placed where you rest, becomes a silent force. One that gently aligns you with the life you've been asking for and maybe haven't quite allowed yourself to receive. Not until now. Method 2. Align your headboard not just to the wall, but to what grounds you. There's something deeply symbolic about the head of a bed. It's where your thoughts rest, where your mind releases the day. where, without realizing it, your energy receives whatever the space behind you offers. And yet, most people push their bed against the wall and never think twice about the direction it faces. But your body, your nervous system, always notices, because alignment isn't just about furniture. It's about flow. And when your bed, especially your headboard, faces a direction that feels wrong, off, or simply dull, sleep never quite does what it's meant to do. You may sleep for hours, but you wake up restless, scattered, or already tired again. Something inside you was working too hard during the night. Something was resisting. Now, this doesn't mean you need to consult complex charts or memorize directions. You don't need to decode astrology or calculate birth numbers. This is simpler than that. This is about noticing how your body responds to space. Try this: stand at the foot of your bed and look toward the direction your head rests at night. Ask yourself, does this feel calming, solid, supported, or does it feel exposed, noisy, uncertain? You'll know. Maybe not with words, but with sensation. A softness in the chest, a quiet breath, a yes that arrives without thinking. If your current setup feels unsteady, try turning the bed. Even just 30 degrees, even just to another wall. Sometimes a subtle shift in direction changes everything. People often report sleeping better, dreaming less chaotically, and waking with clearer thoughts simply by sleeping in alignment with what feels natural to them. And if you can't move your bed, create the grounding in other ways. Add a sturdy headboard. Use earthy tones or soft textures behind you. Place a low piece of furniture or a grounding object behind the wall if the space feels energetically thin. You're not just decorating, you're shaping how your energy settles at night. Because the head of the bed isn't just a design detail. It's an energetic receiver, and it needs to face a direction that supports who you are, not who you used to be, not who you think you have to be, but who you are becoming. Let your rest face the direction of growth. Let your sleep lean into stability, because when the place you lay your head is aligned with what grounds you, your entire life starts to feel more supported, even when everything outside is uncertain. And that, sometimes, is the difference between surviving and thriving, between drifting and truly arriving, all from the way your bed meets the world. Method 3. Surround yourself with quiet tools so the room knows you're resting. We spend so much time trying to fall asleep, but rarely think about whether the room around us knows it's time to rest too. Light buzzes from the ceiling, clocks blink, phones glow on the nightstand, the air feels still but not quiet, and the body, even in bed, doesn't feel invited to let go. That's where quiet tools come in, not to decorate, not to impress, but to shift the space into stillness, gently, almost invisibly. So that by the time you close your eyes, the room itself is already whispering. It's safe now, you can rest. Start with salt. A simple jar of sea salt tucked beneath the bed near the head or center can absorb energetic noise you don't even realize is there, stress from the day, the tension of old conversations, invisible static that lingers long after the light goes out. Salt doesn't just clean physically, it neutralizes, it holds what you no longer need to carry. Then there's the soft glow of a Himalayan salt lamp, not bright, not sharp, just warm like candlelight filtered through earth. Placing one near your bed tells your nervous system something essential. This is not a place of alertness. It's a place of return, of healing, of softness. It's not just light, it's emotional temperature. Scent matters too. A few drops of lavender on your pillow, a mist over your sheets, a diffuser running in the corner. You don't need a lot, just enough for the air to feel different. Scent bypasses logic. It speaks directly to memory, to safety, to emotion. It tells the brain you're not in danger, you're home. These aren't expensive tools. They're not about the brand or the look. What matters is the intention behind them, that you chose them, that you placed them thoughtfully, that you're giving your space permission to stop performing and start holding. And when your room begins to echo that softness, when the tools around you stop buzzing, blinking, overloading, your body listens. It relaxes more quickly. Your breath deepens, your thoughts slow. You don't fall asleep by force. You arrive in it. Because rest isn't just the absence of movement. It's a field, a frequency that you enter. And every object in your bedroom either supports that frequency or disrupts it. So surround yourself with quiet, not silence but stillness. Objects that carry calm, textures that don't shout, light that warms instead of pierces, scent that remembers peace. You don't need more things, you just need the right things, chosen not for appearance but for how they make your body feel softer, safer, slower. And when you get that right, the room doesn't just contain you. It welcomes you back night after night, until sleep no longer feels like effort, but like something the space itself is guiding you into, effortlessly, tenderly, as if it knew what you needed all along. Final, so maybe tonight, as you walk through your bedroom, you'll see it with different eyes, not as a collection of furniture or square footage, but as the place where your energy is rebuilt, where your thoughts soften, where your heart lets down its guard. Because what we've talked about today isn't just about beams or clutter or directions. It's about the invisible conversation your body is having with your space every single night. When that space is off, you can feel it, the shallow sleep, the racing thoughts, the financial flow that never seems to settle. But when it's aligned, even just a little something shifts. Sleep becomes sanctuary, rest becomes real, and your life begins to hold a different rhythm. One that's steadier, softer, stronger from the inside out. You don't need to change everything overnight. Even the smallest adjustment, clearing beneath your bed, softening a light, adding a heartfelt intention, sends a signal to your nervous system. You're safe now. You can stop holding it all together. You can let go. And that's where real wealth begins, not in what you chase, but in what you're finally able to receive. So thank you for being here, for listening not just with your ears, but with your presence, for allowing yourself to wonder, what if it could feel better than this? Because the truth is, it can. You deserve a space that doesn't just hold your sleep, but holds you with calm, with care, with quiet power. May tonight bring you stillness. May your room begin to soften around you. And may every breath you take in rest bring something new into your life, something whole, something true, something just for you. Sleep well. And until next time, take gentle care.